Hi, this is Em. This is a product video for my Etsy shop, and this is for 5 packs of flower and foliage eco-dyed paper. And I will show you what's in each pack because it's what you see is what you get. In addition to what we're going to go through, each pack will also get a pressed flower and leaf sampler that you can play with so that you can use them on your eco papers or for any other purpose that you want. So I just want to let you know that each one will get a little random sampler pack. And this is 4x4. The other thing that each pack has the same of before we go into each particular paper is this kind of handmade paper envelope, and inside is some pressed flower motif paper, or note paper, I guess you'd say. And so and each pack is the same, so I'll just show you. There's 3 of these little note papers, and then there's 3 of this little butterfly motif, 3 of those, and then there's 3 of the little bumblebee motif, and they all have faint lines on them. And then there's 3 of this pansy motif, or I guess you would say viola motif. So that's what's in each one of these envelopes. Each paper pack is different because no eco-dyed paper turns out the same. And we'll go through each one so that if you are interested in one of these packs, you will know what you're getting. This is foliage and leaf, flower and leaf pack A. This is a 6x9. These are a form of a coreopsis. This is maple leaf with some flowers and other leaves on the back. This is from a dahlia, a nice vibrant orange color. And then some of these others made a nice little faint yellowish. These are 9x12 sheets. They might be a hair short or larger than that just because they are hand cut. Because flowers and leaves have been put on each paper, sandwiched and bundled to extract the inks through a heat process, there is texture. They're not all perfectly flat. There could be a little tear. For example, there's a little rip on this corner. So keep that in mind, that that's just part of the eco-dyeing process, and that's natural for that to happen. This is dahlia. This is from iris petals. Goes that nice blue color. Fern on the back. This is more dahlia. I'm a kind of a dahlia lover. And these are from daylily petals, that purplish bluish color. These are rose. This is more dahlia. These went that kind of deep greenish, purplish, reddish color. Very interesting. And this is thick watercolor paper. There's also more of the multi-purpose paper. That's primarily what these are done on, either multi-purpose paper or watercolor paper. These are some sort of Marguerite daisy. This was from a dahlia. This is another dahlia. This was from a yellow dahlia, which turned orangish when it was eco-dyed. I just find that fascinating. And then lupin. It's really hard on a piece of paper like this, for example, to figure out which side I would want to use, because I love this, but I also love that. See, dahlias have a very thick center, so you can see where there's an indentation from where the centers were. So there's 8 sheets of paper that are 9x12, and then one of these, and then this pack, and some pressed flowers and foliage contained in your brown envelope. That was pack A. And we'll go through these a little faster. And this is, here's your smaller piece of paper. More maple. This again was from Iris. Fern. Dahlia. This is rose. I think this was some sort of Coreopsis family. They go that really good orange color. Dahlia and dahlia leaves. This is probably the other side of that dahlia paper from pack A, where it goes that nice deep purples and oranges and greens. This was from a fuchsia plant. And then more dahlia. So that's pack B. Pack C. It's lupin leaf. Fern, this is Cosmos. And it looks like some dahlia petals to impart that orange color. Dahlia. Ligulera, which I just love. I've got a couple of foliage packs also that I'm offering, and you'll see in that how much I love Ligulera. They're just so interesting. Marguerite on the back. This was from those bluebell flowers. Really made a nice blue color. It's real hard to get true blue, kind of blue colors in eco printing, but that did a really excellent job. I'm really happy with the way that turned out. Here's some more Cosmos and some other bits of things thrown in there. This looks like that was a hydrangea piece. So there's other different petals put on there. This was kind of a potpourri page. This is some Coreopsis family. I think this was geranium. This was Cosmos. I think that was more geranium. This one turned out really well too. This is from Siberian Iris. It also has this really nice bluish, greenish color. Beautiful. I think that would be pretty just in a frame in and of itself. Okay, so that's the 8 pieces of 9 by 12 paper that's in here, and then the smaller sheet. And you've got your envelope, and then you'll have your pressed flowers. D. Smaller piece of paper. And then this is lupin leaf. And the blue, because lupin goes yellow, the blue is probably from what was on the, from what was on the back. This is probably, here's a tear that I wanted to point out. It's a little on the larger side. They're not, when I say there's a little tear, they're usually very small, but this one I wanted to point out, just so you know. This is, again, from iris leaf that puts that nice blue, and then came through to the front to impart that there. Dahlia. And some more iris petals. And then more of that lupin leaf. More Coreopsis. and some, this looks like, this is Cosmos, and then this is some sort of daisies. Rodgersia leaf. And these are hydrangea. And this looks like a potpourri. Coreopsis family, Cosmos. These are Bidens, I believe. And then other things thrown around. I think some begonias and I don't know what all. But I'm pretty sure begonia petals were put on there. And then another iris. And again, to me, this is suitable for framing just like it is. Could you imagine that in a frame? Be beautiful. If I were going to frame something like this, though, I would take a UV spray. I usually use what's called 2 times. It's got UV resistance in it, and just put a little bit of that on before you framed it. And then, of course, if you're going to frame this, just don't put it in the sunlight. The colors will last for a fair amount of time, but just like any fine painting or anything over years and years, it is gonna fade. So just don't put them in sunlight or in your bathroom with a lot of humidity. And here's the last pack in this batch. This was again some sort of marguerite daisy with some dahlia petals. Cosmos. Maple leaves. Looks like some cosmos on the back. Dahlia. And then I put some leaves on the back. More dahlia. This was dahlia, and these are, excuse me for bumping the camera, these are, I think, geranium buds. Those are strawberry leaves. Some more of that bluebell type plant. Cosmos. This is that lupin. It just reminds me of a starburst, or excuse me, a sunburst. Some more coreopsis type petals. So that's what's in pack E. So hopefully there's something there that caught your eye and you find them as beautiful as I do. Thank you for tuning in, and you have a wonderful day.